air signs. This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. With all that said, let's go ahead and see what is going on in your love lives for November 9th, 2018. Okay, y'all? Okay. What an interesting combination. A lot of major players in this reading, guys. Good Lord. So underneath that, you guys have the Nine of Swords. Underneath that, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so interesting that we're going to be working with today. So obviously everybody's really stressed out. I get the sense that it has to do with what's something someone committed to in the past, or maybe this is about the progress that's been made or progress being made at all. I think as things are moving very slow, it's building up anxiety. It can build up anxiety here, but there's just mostly a lot of stress, probably a lot of doubts, a lot of worries, unnecessary worries that because the Nine of Swords usually talks about mind can perpetuate a problem or can expand a problem more than it actually has. And as you see, the person's eyes are closed and they're in the dark, right? They're having a nightmare. So everything that they've just seen in their mind when they're asleep is going to be perpetuated because it's dark, and it's easy to expand those thoughts when you're in a uneasy and uncomfortable place. So that's the kind of situation that we're going in. But the thing is, with the Nine of Swords, it does talk about there's not so much for us to worry about. As a matter of fact, it may feel like we're heading in a direction and where we're not actually headed. Okay, and it could be that there is something that we are worried about. There's something worth worrying about, but it may not be needed to be. It may not need to be worried in such a high degree. Now, the current situation right now is Temperance. So this talks about taking care of yourself, handling your business, doing you, right, maintaining a good flow and an and some harmony in your life right now, just taking care of your responsibilities and just focusing on that, allowing divine timing to do its work, right? So this is the challenge here. But I feel like the devil is what's causing a lot of problems. Old habits, old behaviors, patterns in behavior, some things that may be coming up that may not be beneficial to us anymore. Now, this could also indicate that there's a soulmate connection that makes us feel very trapped. It makes us feel quite bound. And that's kind of hard for us to keep an ebb and flow when there's someone that is kind of around us that makes us feel like we can't do anything. Or maybe we feel like we're just empowered at the moment. For some of you guys, it may be that there's a lot of escapism. There's a lot of trying to get out of a situation, trying to avoid the ebb and flow. Kind of, it's easy to get caught up and distracted. But I feel like most importantly for some of you guys, it just feels like you guys don't really feel like you have a lot of power in the situation, which makes it very hard for you guys to do the things that you need to do to keep yourself up, because the situation makes you feel like shit, pretty much. But the devil is an illusion. Same with the Nine of Swords. Nothing is actually really happening to you that you can't control, right? You are always in control of yourself, and that's the biggest thing. Your outside circumstances, maybe not so much, but you can always control yourself. If you wanted to leave this devil energy, you can absolutely do so. And that's the power that we have or we give to certain objects, to certain people, that can be retaken. There's never, no one ever claims that. So, like, if you feel like, you do something with yourself and you say that, you kind of disassociate, it's good to never disassociate, you take absolute responsibility for what you're doing. Not to blame yourself or to, make yourself feel more depressed, but for you to recognize and take your power back and feel more empowered because you know that you can do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. So with that being said, the devil here does make you kind of look like there's some sort of patterns of behavior that may not be that great. Maybe somebody that's codependent at the moment. It's hard to take care of yourself with somebody if you're taking care of someone else. So there may be someone that's involved here that's in a very codependent fashion. Now, that being said, you guys have the King of Cups in the past. Somebody that is very loving, very nurturing, has their heart open. They may have been communicating how they feel. Now, this could be you guys as well, very much open about how you feel, very much in control of of your emotions at one point. But you guys were definitely in love. This could also indicate an ideal lover. Perhaps you had an idea of who you wanted in your life, or maybe what kind of person you want in your life as far as a relationship goes. And for some of you guys as well, it could indicate that you guys were really following your intuition, really following what your heart's desire was. But now I feel like this kind of, this love here has become more of a burden than it is happy or exciting or emotionally satisfying. It's become a great deal of work. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have a lot on your plate, which made me kind of feel like maybe it made me kind of go down that whole codependent path, because the devil and the 10 of Wands, who's doing what? Why is there no 50-50? Because there's no harmony, there's no balance. The situation's definitely on your plate. You're putting most of the plate on you. Now, it may be that, you just want, it could be a control situation, right? Maybe someone else maybe, to be honest, right, you may be you like to have control over a situation, so you try to do everything yourself. So that could be it too. But you maybe you're stressed out because there's a lot on your plate, and there may be some people out there around you to help you, but you just want to kind of keep it all to yourself. That could be the opposite, right? Again, you could be dealing with somebody that is doing that very thing, and you're just kind of figuring out why the hell this situation is so stressful for them and stressing you out because you don't really know what's going on. King of Cups, maybe they're not communicating exactly what's going on with them. Maybe they're not communicating how they feel. Maybe it's you that's not communicating how you feel. But all in all, there's some sort of behavior or pattern in this situation that's causing everybody a disruption of harmony. However, you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which shows that there's an opportunity that opens up. There's a second chance, a new door is opening. But this is something that you definitely have experience in, something that you've been through before. This is not like the new game. Like you've been around the block. So this is something that you're going to be very much familiar with. But it's going to require you to conquer this devil energy. That's what's crossing it. So you have to recognize the power that you've got. Now, if you have the 10 of Wands going on, it's the work that's not swamping you. You can take care of that work. You can divvy it up. You can drop the burden. But there's something here that's burdening you guys and stressing you all at the same time. But I feel like it has a lot to do with somebody that's involved. Either somebody that's involved, some sort of, like, again, behavior, maybe something regarding controlling a situation to the highest extent. It could be that there's some codependency here, but there's something here that's keeping the balance from being harmonious. Excuse me. So your best path to follow, goal, aim, ambition, is the Magician. So the Magician is the card for communication here, and I feel like that's the kind of the thing that's maybe going on. Maybe there's not a lot of communication or talking, but mostly I feel like this has a lot to do with one's confidence in themselves, knowing that they have everything that they need to pretty much take care of whatever they want to take care of, or to manage the situation. This also has a lot to do, the Magician can indicate here that you feel prepared, or you have everything that you need. Utilize the skills that you've got, because if you feel like you're not headed in a direction that you would like, you do have everything that you need here. Utilize the skills that communication, negotiation, whatever you need to do, because the situation here looks like you have so much on your plate, and it's like not divvied up in a very, in a way that can help you. So that's what it looks like. You're just kind of swamped and overburdened with responsibilities and commitments. And it may be because either you don't trust other people taking care of it. Something's going on. The devil energy is, it's definitely coming up. So something to do with some sort of, somebody feels disempowered here. Make the effort. That's what you guys have. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Interesting. So I feel like right now, just, It's really talking about, it's taking an effort, and I feel like it means really paying attention to what's going on. Taking your power back, and how you do that is by recognizing what's going on, why it's happening, and then, you know, dealing with it accordingly, because the balance is all messed up. Somebody's not getting the correct balance, but I feel like once you do get things settled out, things will, you know, will definitely change, and things will shift around, and you'll have a change of luck here. But until then, the devil's going to be in your way as you continue to do whatever you're trying to do here by yourself, because it ain't working. It really ain't working for you guys, and it's like it's stressing you guys out. It's causing more problems. It's not allowing divine timing to do its thing. Well, divine timing is like on hold as you take care of this devil energy. So it's really talking about getting it together right now. Really focus on making a balance, getting some sort of balance going, getting some sort of, you know, flow going, making sure the other person gives and does their 50. Yeah, it's like you were passive at one point, but now you're taking care of so much. Or maybe there was some love and you take care of so much, but that kind of behavior is not healthy for anyone in a relationship, especially not you. All right, but the Magician's saying that you have everything that you need, the skills that you need to negotiate or to talk about things, to really sort things out. If you want to manifest a more healthy relationship, you can do that. You have it all with you here, but you have to do the work. You know what I mean? And that may mean not, taking a load off, letting that person know that I'm not doing X, Y, and Z anymore. You're gonna have to kind of pick up the slack. Yeah, guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Love you guys.